Oscar 4, Hotel Echo Foxtrot.
Hotel Echo Foxtrot, roger, and what's the name there?
Hotel Echo Foxtrot, roger, and what's the name there?
The name is Mark, here in Maryville, Tennessee. Just testing out a new radio.
Roger, Mark in Tennessee, and what radio is that you're testing out?
Roger, Mark in Tennessee, and what radio is that you're testing out?
I picked up that 891 Yazoo. I'm trying to still mess with this tuner here, and I'm not having a good try with it. It's a AT200 Pro tuner. If I just turned it off, I got a hold of you.
Well, let's see. I was copying you on my Kentucky SDR, and you were about 20 over. You've dropped down a little bit now, but so that's an 891. Is that a roger?
So that's an 891. Is that a roger?
QSL.
Roger, roger. Okay, I think you might need just a little bit of help on setup on that transmitter. First thing would be to see if you were in that wide transmit bandwidth, 100 to 2900. Are you familiar with that?
With 100 to 2900. Are you familiar with that?
No, I'll have to look it up in the book.
Okay, so if you're in that, well, when you go to that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, it allows your transmitter to operate as best as possible. You're compromised when you go below 2900 to some of those lesser frequencies because it cuts off the top end, and so you're restricted. And what you really need is articulation always. And so you get your best articulation at 100 to 2900. Roger, roger. You might check that on your book.
2900. Roger, roger. You might check that on your book.
QSL. I appreciate that info. Right now I'm running it as stock box.
You're running stock what?
You're running stock what?
Right out of the box. I just hooked it up and turned it on.
Yes, sir. Well, it probably is in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, but I have heard of some folks saying that they have bought new radios and they were not in that wide transmit bandwidth, and so consequently the transmitter is compromised as far as the frequency response that it's allowed to radiate, because it's not in that 100 to 2900 transmit band pass mode. But yours probably is, Roger.
Band pass mode, but yours probably is, Roger.
QSL, yeah, you're a good 20 over here with excellent audio.
Thank you, sir. Usually now we would suggest getting that compression on, that compression processor on at about a 3. It's a token amount, 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, depending on how it's labeled. It's a token amount, but it helps us achieve our dynamic range of 3 dB at the end, Roger.
Achieve our dynamic range of 3 dB at the end, Roger.
QSL. I'll definitely look that up. I appreciate your time, sir.
All right, so if you just want to take notes, get that band pass, transmit band pass to 100 to 2900, then move to your compressor processor on and add a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. I just want a third of the compressor processor. Then into your ALC, looking at your ALC meter, adjust your mic gain. As you say the word audio, adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is showing 2/3. So our ALC meter showing 2/3 as you say the word audio, and adjust your mic gain. Roger?
You say the word audio and adjust your mic gain. Roger?
QSL. I got it all wrote down.
All right, and then for kicks, I would go into my equalizer and just a little more treble boost there, maybe a 3 dB, 3-click boost of additional treble EQ from where you are. Roger?
Of additional treble EQ from where you are. Roger?
If you run into a burning building lately.
So I think you would be in good shape and Gosh, if you want to hear where you are now, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook on a YouTube search, it'll come to this recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Through this recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
QSL, yeah, I contacted you last week and looked it up. That's pretty cool. I appreciate that.
Roger, Roger. And let's see, the name was Mark, and hope you have a good afternoon, a beautiful weekend, and find everything in your book as far as what we were talking about, and crank those numbers in, and we'll be listening for you next weekend. Roger?
Numbers in, and we'll be listening for you next weekend. Roger?
QSL, sir, 73 to you.
Roger, Roger, 73. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.